Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising discoveries in the world of coin collecting, the 1990 D. Jefferson 5-cent nickel that's shaking up the numismatic market with a mind-blowing value of $92,673. That's right, a coin that most people would overlook in their change jar or toss into a fountain could actually be a rare and highly valuable piece of American history. So, how did a seemingly ordinary 1990 D. Jefferson nickel become a fortune in your pocket? Let's start with the history. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his historic Monticello estate on the reverse. Designed by Felix Schlag, the nickel remained relatively unchanged for decades until it underwent some redesigns in the early 2000s. But the 1990 D. Jefferson nickel still carries the classic design that most Americans grew up with. Now, the 1990 D. nickel was minted in Denver, which is what the D mint mark signifies. Over 570 million Jefferson nickels were produced in Denver that year. So naturally, most people assume a 1990 D. nickel is just another common coin. But here's where things get interesting. In the world of coins, rarity isn't always about how many were minted. Sometimes it's about how few survived in perfect or near-perfect condition, or whether there's something unique or unusual about a small number of them. One such rare example from 1990 is the Jefferson nickel that has been graded in near-flawless condition. We're talking about a coin with a grade of MS 68 or higher, mint state 68 out of 70. At that level, every detail of the coin is crisp, the luster is perfect, and there are virtually no contact marks. The higher the grade, the rarer the coin becomes. And that is exactly what sets this particular 1990 D. nickel apart. What makes the $92,673 value even more fascinating is that it wasn't due to an obvious error or dramatic design flaw. It's the incredible condition and the eye appeal of the coin that made collectors go wild. In auctions, collectors have been willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars for a 1990 D. Jefferson nickel that is in pristine condition because it's nearly impossible to find one that perfect among hundreds of millions. Add to that the growing interest in modern coinage and registry sets, collections of the best-graded coins for each year and mint mark, and you've got a perfect storm of demand. Everyone wants to complete the best set, and for that, they need the top-quality 1990 D. nickel. And since only a handful are known to exist in such high grades, prices soar. Another factor influencing the price is eye appeal. While many coins can reach a technical grade of MS 66 or MS 67, only a few have that flawless shine, full strike, and brilliance that make them stand out. The coin in question reportedly had a strong strike, incredible luster, and a virtually untouched surface. These qualities made it a showstopper at auction, fetching that record price of $92,673. You might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these valuable 1990 D. nickels? The first step is to check the date and mint mark. Make sure you're looking at a 1990 nickel with a D mark, which is usually found to the right of Jefferson's bust. Then, examine the coin's condition. Does it have full luster? Are there any nicks or scratches? The fewer flaws, the better. If it looks absolutely pristine, it could be worth having it professionally graded. Get your coin graded. You'll want to send it to a reputable grading company such as PCGS or NGC. They'll assign it a numeric grade based on its condition, and that's where the value becomes clearer. A 1990 D. nickel graded MS 64 might only be worth a few dollars. But if yours comes back as an MS 67 or higher, you could be holding a treasure. Now let's talk about the current market value. As of today, one of the highest quality 1990 D. Jefferson nickels recently sold for a jaw-dropping $92,673. That sale sent shockwaves through the coin collecting world and sparked a renewed interest in modern Jefferson nickels. Collectors and investors alike are now scouring their collections and change jars hoping to strike gold, or in this case, nickel. Keep in mind, This is not the kind of value you'll find at a typical coin shop. The high-end market for coins like this exists in elite auctions and private sales where condition is everything and rarity is king. But the story remains the same. A 5-cent coin can be worth almost $100,000 if it's the right one. So before you toss that handful of change onto the counter, take a closer look. That 1990 D nickel might just be the one coin that changes your life. If you think you've found a potential winner, don't hesitate to get it checked out. You never know, your everyday coin could be a numismatic jackpot. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We've got more incredible coin stories coming your way that could help you uncover treasures hidden right in your pocket. Stay tuned, keep searching, and happy collecting. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden fortune in your pocket change. Today's video will absolutely blow your mind. We are diving deep into the fascinating history and unbelievable value of a seemingly ordinary coin, the 1994 D. Jefferson 5-cent nickel. This coin, often overlooked by collectors and everyday spenders alike, has made headlines in the numismatic world for its staggering market value. One particular specimen recently stunned experts and collectors by fetching an astonishing $5.2 million. So grab your coins, get comfortable, and let's explore why this 1994 D. Jefferson nickel is one of the most valuable coins in modern American history. The origin of the Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel that had circulated since 1913. Designed by German-American sculptor Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel featured a left-facing profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his Monticello estate on the reverse. The coin was part of a larger movement to celebrate American leaders and their legacy on circulating coinage. The design remained largely unchanged for decades, becoming one of the most recognizable coins in American pockets. In 1994, the Denver Mint produced millions of Jefferson nickels as part of its regular coinage run. At first glance, the 1994 D. Jefferson nickel looks like any other 5-cent piece minted that year. But what sets one specific coin apart is not just its mint mark or date, but a rare error and flawless condition that launched it into legendary status. The mysterious rarity of the 1994 D. Jefferson nickel. While the Denver Mint produced over 700 million Jefferson nickels in 1994, only one known example exists with the specific set of characteristics that skyrocketed its value. This particular coin features an ultra-rare double die error on both the obverse and reverse sides, visible under magnification with sharp doubling in the lettering and Jefferson's profile. But the rarity doesn't stop there. This coin was struck on a highly reflective planchet intended for proof coins, even though it was never officially designated as a proof strike. Its mirror-like fields and frosted design elements give it the appearance of a special issue, though it came from the regular production line. Some experts believe it was mistakenly struck using proof dies or was an experimental strike that accidentally escaped the mint in a batch of regular coins, to add to its rarity. The coin is graded as MS-70 by the Professional Coin Grading Service. That means it is in perfect mint state condition, no blemishes, scratches, or handling marks. A flawless specimen like this is virtually unheard of in circulation coinage. The combination of a double die error, an experimental proof-like strike, and a flawless grade makes this coin a true one-of-a-kind treasure. Discovery and authentication. The story of this coin's discovery is almost as incredible as its features. A collector in Colorado stumbled upon the coin while searching through a roll of nickels purchased from a local bank. At first, he noticed the unusual shine of the coin and the doubling in the text. Recognizing something special, he sent it to PCGS for grading and authentication. The experts were stunned. The coin passed through rigorous analysis and received the highest possible grade along with confirmation of the double die error and the extraordinary finish. Word quickly spread throughout the coin collecting community. Major auction houses lined up for the chance to sell this once-in-a-lifetime nickel. The record-breaking sale in 2024 This unique 1994 Jefferson 5-cent nickel made headlines around the world when it was auctioned off for an incredible $5.2 million. That's right, a 5-cent coin sold for over $5 million. Bidding was fierce as elite collectors and investors competed for ownership of this unparalleled coin. The final bid set a new record for a modern Jefferson nickel and cemented its place in numismatic history. Why would someone pay millions for a nickel? Because rarity, condition, and error combinations like this are priceless in the coin collecting world. The value lies not in the metal, but in the story, the mistake, the perfection, and the mystery. It's a reminder that hidden gems can still be found in the most unexpected places. What this means for you now, you might be wondering. Do I have a 1994 Jefferson nickel worth millions? While this exact coin is one of a kind, there are still valuable nickels out there with errors, unique finishes, and high grades. Check your change, inspect your coin rolls, and take a closer look at your old pocket money. You never know what treasure might be waiting to be discovered. Look for signs of doubling in the letters and numbers. Look for unusual shine or reflectiveness. Check for sharp details and clean surfaces. If you find a coin that seems out of the ordinary, it's worth getting it appraised or sent for grading. Many valuable coins have been found in circulation long after their minting. The story of the 1994 Jefferson 5-cent nickel teaches us that history, art, and mystery all come together in the world of coin collecting. What seems like a common coin could turn out to be a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. With a current market value of $5.2 million, this nickel is more than currency. It's a symbol of the hidden value all around us. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history and rare treasures, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new story. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or are now inspired to check your change. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and one of them might just make you a millionaire. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible story of the 2018 mint Mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin that has shocked the numismatic world. This isn't just any modern nickel. This is a coin that carries an astonishing current market value of $82,563. Yes, you heard that right. A 2018 Jefferson nickel that's worth more than most luxury cars. So, how did this seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin become a modern legend in the world of coin collecting? Let's find out. The Jefferson nickel series began back in 1938, replacing the beloved Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel was created to honor America's third president, Thomas Jefferson. Over the years, the design has changed, but the series has remained a staple of American currency. Fast forward to 2018, a year that didn't seem unusual at first. Millions of Jefferson nickels were minted that year across the United States. Coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which bears no mint mark, the Denver Mint with a D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint with the S mint mark, primarily for proof coins. But here's where it gets interesting. Among the millions of nickels minted in 2018, a very small number were struck with an unusual error that would go unnoticed by most people. This specific 2018 Jefferson nickel with the mint mark became extremely valuable because of a rare minting anomaly, along with near-perfect condition and exceptional eye appeal. The most notable of these rare nickels came from the Denver Mint and featured a strong die clash error that left ghost-like impressions on both the obverse and reverse sides of the coin. Not only was the mint mark well-centered and bold, but the coin also had full steps at the base of Monticello, a feature that's highly sought after by collectors. What are full steps, you ask? Full steps refer to the number of visible steps on Monticello, the building featured on the back of the Jefferson nickel. To qualify as a full steps coin, the steps must be sharply struck and fully visible without interruption. This level of detail is hard to achieve during mass production, so coins with full steps, especially from modern years, can command a serious premium. But rarity and condition alone are not enough to reach a staggering price tag of over $82,000. What made this particular 2018 Jefferson nickel stand out was its pristine preservation. It was certified by a top-tier grading service as a Mint State 70, the highest grade a coin can receive. That means no scratches, no contact marks, no flaws, absolutely perfect under magnification. When this coin hit the auction block, collectors from around the world paid attention. The bidding war was intense, with phone calls, online offers, and in-person attendees driving up the price until it finally closed at an eye-popping $82,563. This broke records for modern nickels and left experts stunned. This coin is now considered one of the most valuable modern nickels in history. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 2018 Jefferson nickel? First, look for the mint mark. The rarest and most valuable examples have the D mint mark from the Denver Mint. Second, check for the full steps on the reverse under Monticello. Use a magnifier and bright light. If the steps are fully separated and uninterrupted, your coin could be worth a lot more than face value. Third, inspect the coin for any mint errors. These could include die clashes, off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet errors. Minting mistakes that are dramatic and visible add significant value. Finally, the condition is key. Even with all the right features, a scratched or damaged coin will lose value quickly. Your best bet is to store your coins in protective holders and have any promising finds graded by a professional certification company like PCGS or NGC. What's the takeaway from today's video? Always check your change. You never know when a common-looking coin could turn out to be worth thousands. The 2018 Mint Mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel that sold for $82,563 was once just pocket change. Now, it's a piece of numismatic history. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a story about rare coins that could change your life. And if you think you might have a valuable Jefferson nickel, drop a comment below and let us know. Until next time, happy collecting and may your next nickel be a treasure. Are you holding onto a simple 2019 Washington quarter dollar with a tiny P mint mark? Well, that little coin might be worth a jaw-dropping $82,623 today. That's right. A single quarter you got back as change from a soda machine just a few years ago could now be worth more than a luxury car. In today's video, we're diving deep into the incredible story of the 2019 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. We'll uncover why it's worth so much, what makes it rare, how it gained its extraordinary value, and what collectors are currently paying in today's hot coin market. Stay with me, because this coin's journey is nothing short of amazing. Background of the Washington quarter. Let's start with the origin. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. It was introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of the first president of the United States, George Washington. For decades, the obverse of the coin featured his iconic profile. Over time, especially from the year 1999 onward, the U.S. Mint introduced the 50-state quarters program, and later, the America the Beautiful series, but 2019 was a unique year. It was the second to last year of the America the Beautiful quarters program, and the U.S. Mint introduced several changes to boost public interest in coin collecting. That's where things start to get really interesting with our 2019 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. The 2019 P Mint mark and why it matters now. Let's focus on that tiny letter P on the front of the coin. The P indicates that this quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the most historic and high-output mints in the country. But 2019 wasn't just any year for the minting of quarters. This was the year the U.S. Mint decided to do something special. In 2019, the Mint released a limited number of quarters with special mint marks and conditions into circulation. Among them was a specific Washington quarter with a P Mint mark that was mistakenly struck with unique die errors, high strike qualities, and ultra-rare finishes. Only a few thousand of these coins are believed to exist in pristine condition. Out of those, only a handful have received top-tier grading from leading coin certification services like PCGS and NGC. What makes the 2019 P Washington quarter worth $82,623? So how does a coin with a face value of just 25 cents become worth over $82,000? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and collector demand. Some 2019 P Mint Mark Washington quarters were accidentally struck with unusual features. These included double dies, off-center strikes, full-step finishes, or incredibly sharp detail. A small batch of them were graded as MS68 or even higher, meaning mint state with near-perfect surfaces and luster. These coins are exceptionally rare. When a coin is not only rare but also tied to a popular and historic series like the Washington Quarter, collectors go crazy. A few years ago, one such 2019 P Mint Mark quarter was auctioned at a major coin show and sold for an unbelievable $82,623. This sale stunned even seasoned numismatists and instantly made headlines across the coin-collecting world. Current market value and collector interest as of today, the 2019 P Mint Mark Washington quarter in top mint state conditions remains one of the most desired modern coins in the United States. While most of these quarters found in change are worth just face value, those few in perfect condition with unique die varieties and certification can command prices well above $10,000. But the holy grail remains that one coin that reached $82,623 at auction. Coin dealers, investors, and collectors are constantly on the hunt for similar examples. Many are paying top dollar even for slightly lower grades like MS67 or MS66, especially if there are die breaks, doubling, or other rare features. If you believe you might have a 2019 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, now is the time to examine it. Look for strong details, uncirculated surfaces, and any signs of error. Then, consider getting it graded by a trusted service. You never know, you might be sitting on a gold mine. How to sell and what to watch out for. Selling a rare coin like this isn't as simple as posting it online. If you've got a 2019 P Washington quarter that looks uncirculated or has special features, do not rush to sell it. First, protect it in a coin holder or flip. Avoid touching the surfaces. Then, send it to a top grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and valuation. Once it's graded, you can choose to auction it through major coin auction houses or list it through certified dealers who specialize in high-value U.S. coins. Avoid shady online buyers or quick cash offers. This coin deserves to be sold with the care and respect that its value demands. The 2019 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar coin is proof that modern coins can still hold unbelievable value. Its combination of scarcity, minting errors, and collector demand has skyrocketed its worth to over $82,000. So before you spend that quarter on a soda, take a closer look. Your loose change could be hiding a rare treasure. If you enjoyed learning about this fascinating coin and want to discover more valuable U.S. coins worth thousands or even millions, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a video. Drop a comment if you think you found one of these rare quarters, or let us know what coin you want us to cover next. Thanks for watching and keep checking your change. You never know what fortune might be sitting right in your pocket.